Star Wars Black Series collectors, the Acolyte has arrived. Today, we're reviewing Bazil and Jedi Master Vernestra Rwoh from Hasbro's latest Black Series wave. Do these figures live up to the hype, or should you wait for a discount? Let's find out!
Turn on the Force.
Before we unbox them, let's talk packaging. These figures come in Hasbro's updated Black Series boxes, featuring a clear plastic window on the front so you can actually see the figure and accessories inside before buying. This is also huge for those collectors who do not open their boxes. The older plastic-free boxes really did not give non-openers an option. And there's that artwork on the side, which looks great. On the back, we get a brief bio for each figure. Bazil's bio reads, a Tenon tracker, an ally of the Jedi Order. Bazil has a hypersensitive nose that can detect his quarry at a distance, and he is tenacious in his hunt. And this is what it says about Jedi Master Vernestra Rwoh. A high-ranking Jedi, Vernestra Rwoh investigates the strange occurrences surrounding Oceanica and Master Soul, concerned of what they might portend. Also on the back and front of the box, we get Vernestra's and Bazil's number in the Acolyte's Black Series line. Bazil is number 7 and Jedi Master Vernestra Rwoh is number 8. But let's get these out of the box and take a closer look. First up, we have Bazil, the Jedi Order tracker from the Acolyte. He's a totally new species in Star Wars, and he's so cute. Kind of looks like a hamster or a groundhog. Bazil is a smaller figure, but he isn't a tiny figure. He's closer in size to an Ewok or a Jawa, making him feel like a real presence in your display. His sculpt is nicely done and really makes the figure stand out. There's very little weathering on his entire body, except for maybe his face, and honestly, I would have liked a lot more. Bazil is a tracker out in the elements. His clothes and fur should be dirty. Let's dirty him up, Hasbro. The fur sticking out of his leg wraps isn't immediately recognizable, and I had to check reference pictures from the Acolyte to realize that the tan markings were actually meant to be fur. There is also fur sticking out of the gloves on his hands, but this is more recognizable than the fur on his legs. The paint apps are minimal from what I can see. The only extra paint detail is a tiny bit of gold on his belt buckle and a bit on his face. I believe that he has his tips of his fingers painted pink as well. The color of his clothing blends well though, and looks nice. If I may say so, he's quite the fashionable rodent. His hat is not removable, but honestly, that's not a big deal. Not to me anyway. The goggles on his head do move down to cover his eyes. Peekaboo! I really appreciate that small detail. As far as accessories go, Bazil comes with just one accessory. Pip, Oceanica's droid. This is the exact same Pip droid that comes with the Osha figure, and a nice inclusion. His articulation is limited, but that's expected for a smaller figure. Truthfully, though, I think those Ewoks have much better articulation than Bazil does. Bazil has a good head rotation. Shoulders are okay. They are on a hinge joint and move up and down in turn. And elbows have a single joint. The wrist joints are not that great. There is very little hand movement on his right hand and none on his left. The hands both turn though. Torso is tight, front and back movement is limited, but side to side is not too bad. Knees have single joints and ankle joints swivel with up and down movement. Better in the right than the left. He's not a perfect figure, but he is definitely one of the more unique Black Series figures Hasbro has given us. And that's a plus in my book. Next up is Jedi Master Vernestra Rwoh. One of the youngest Jedi Masters in history, she's known for her incredible skills and wisdom beyond her years. Wow! Hasbro did a fantastic job on her sculpt. The face printing is clean, and the soft goods Jedi robe really gives her a premium feel. However, in my opinion, her hood does not lay as nice when it's not on her head. The other Jedi figures from the Acolyte, if you remember, came with hoods that were sewn in place on their back and were not able to cover their heads, which actually looked nicer. If you would like to check out our review of all the Acolyte figures, click on the link at the end or down in the description. Her skin color is amazing. There are just enough paint apps on her belt and across the upper right shoulder of her clothing to make this figure's clothing pop. The robe is a much lighter shade than the other Acolyte Jedi, a tan color. Her off-white dress is a soft plastic and flows nicely on the figure. There are slits on the sides of the bottom of her dress to allow for some action posing. Her leg articulation is hindered somewhat by her soft plastic dress, but we were able to pose her in dynamic poses despite the soft plastic dress. She has nice head movement. Shoulders have butterfly joints and are excellent. Elbow and wrist joints are also excellent. Torso has a nice crunch and good movement side to side. Knee articulation is excellent except for the dress that hinders her full range of motion, which we already mentioned briefly. There is a thigh cut and ankles go up and down and swivel nicely. Note, posing her in dynamic poses is possible as her plastic dress helps to stabilize her. I will say that the green skin tone on her sculpt is perfectly executed, and for that reason, she's got my vote for another unique figure in the Black Series line. Jedi Master Vernestra Rwoh comes with two accessories, her purple lightsaber, not her iconic light whip, unfortunately, and her soft goods robe. Her lightsaber is well sculpted, and if you would like to pose her without her lightsaber, there is a clip on her belt that will hold the lightsaber hilt. But, just for the record, we'd love to see a light whip version in the future. As mentioned previously, her tan-colored robe is very nice and flows nicely on her body, but the hood does not lay as nice as the other Acolyte Jedi, where the hoods were sewn down. On the plus side, though, she can wear her hood up or down. Accessories can make or break a figure. Vernestra's lightsaber looks great, but I can't help but wish Hasbro included her light whip as an alternate weapon. So, that kind of brings the value of the figure down for some collectors. And for Bazil, he comes with one accessory, which is fantastic. It would have been nice to have better detailed leg wraps and a weathered body. So, in this case, if it was a matter of including the accessory, I would much rather prefer having the detailing on the figure. So, are these Acolyte Black Series figures worth picking up? Vernestra Rwoh is a must-have if you love Jedi figures. Her articulation, sculpt, and robe make her stand out. Just wish she had a light whip. Bazil is a fun addition, especially if you love Star Wars creatures. He's unique, but if you're on a budget, he might not be a priority pick. What do you think? Are these figures joining your collection, or are you holding off? Let us know in the comments. We're on our way to 600 subscribers, and to celebrate, we're giving away a Black Series IG-12 and Grogu figure. To enter, subscribe to our channel and comment on this video. That's it! Help us reach our goal, and you could take home this awesome Star Wars Black Series figure. Thanks for watching! Tune in for our next video, the top 5 most disappointing Black Series figures in 2024. And watch for our review of the Star Wars comic Darth Vader Infinities coming soon. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jill.
May the Force be with you.